and welcome to At His Pace. You were supposed to say it that time.
My mindset is not right.
All right, so today, At His Pace, we are going to discuss mindset. And mindset is everything. Take it away.
And so our church, our pastor has been doing a series on mindset. And actually God has been dealing with me in terms of my mindset, and the kind of scripture that I'm standing on is as a man thinketh, so is he. And it's not necessarily a name it and claim it type of mindset where you bring things, in your mind and then all of a sudden you create it.
Manifest. I hear people say that all the time.
But it's just having a mindset that you have to live in the purpose that God called for you. And so I can't say that I've always operated in that. I've lived in a mindset depending on what the lies that the enemy has told me, what my life experiences have presented to me, what my failures have presented to me. And so enough of that. I have to download new words that God has put into my mind of how he sees me and what he thinks I can do, and operate in that mindset. It's kind of hard. Our executive pastor, he did a sermon on how, depending on what we believe, in our brain, it establishes a pathway depending on what that lie or that mindset is. And it becomes so ingrained. It's almost like your phone, a sidetrack. Like, I've been going a certain direction, a certain route to my job so long that my iPhone knows how to get me there. Oh, you're 40 minutes from CVS Pharmacy, 201 North Michigan. How do you know I'm going there today? And so that's how our mindset is, because you do things the way your mama did it or your parents did it or the way that you were taught. Not necessarily knowing if it's right or wrong, but you've been doing it so long that it's just ingrained. And so we have to almost question some of the things that we do. Is this really of God? And make the correction. And it takes actually 63 days, I think it is, to create a new path. And so you have to tear down those things that go against the captivity. Got the scripture. You have to pull down those strongholds, and you have to establish a new mindset.
I love the picture that Mark has on his phone right now. It's a picture of a little bitty kitten, and he's looking into a mirror, and the statement next to him is mindset is everything. And as he's looking into the mirror, it's a huge lion, right? And so it conditions us to believe that what we think about, we become, right? And mindset is your mind being set on something. And so if you continue to allow your mind to be set on you are a failure, you are no good, you are imperfect, you have made mistakes, you can't do it, then that is the direction that you will go in. But if your mind is set on, I am a daughter of the Most High King, I can do all things through him who strengthens me, I can let this mind be in me, which was also in Christ Jesus. When you have scripture in you that is the truth, then your mind can be set on those things that are above, those things that are good, those things that are noble, those things that are pure, and your life will begin to change. It may not change instantly, but over time, just as much time as it took you to create those bad patterns or those poor patterns, you now can create a new pattern that says, no, I am purchased by a God who owns it all. I am purchased by a king who's smart and knows everything, and he sits on a hill what is it? God.
He owns
Lord, our scriptures.
He owns a cattle
on 1,000 hills. That's where I was going with that. So your mind being set can change the trajectory of your life as well as your marriage.
And one of the other things our pastor was sharing is that truth and facts can both be true. There may be some things about your upbringing or your experiences that are not good. Those are facts. We can't change them, but that doesn't mean that we have to accept them and live in them. And the enemy of our soul will pressure that and condemn us for those facts, those truths. But we don't have to live in those truths. And so just because I was abused as a young child doesn't mean that I have to live with the mindset of abused person. It's up to me to stand victorious and to come out of that. And so, no matter what your truth is, or no matter what your facts are, you can rise above that and do. Just because everybody in your family's marriage didn't get past 7 years doesn't mean that yours has to stop at 7 years.
Come on.
Just because you don't have a college degree don't mean that you can't be successful. So there's a lot of things that we need to pull down a lot of strongholds and get our mindset right and do the things that Christ has called us to do, to have the best marriage, to raise the best kids that we can. Yeah, I got a lot of dysfunction in my life. It doesn't change my attempt to be the best that I can. It is what it is. I just have to cut it off and run my race. And so it's important that you acknowledge the things that are in your mind, so that your phone don't be like, yeah, we got to go to CVS Pharmacy 201 North Wells. No, we're not going that way today. I got a new mindset. We going this way today. And you don't actually know what I'm going to do, Mr. iPhone, because I'm going to do something different every day. And so we have to start engraving some different mindsets so that we can be victorious.
Change your man, change your mind, change your life.
There it is. Be well and be blessed.